You ever met someone who thought rules didn't apply to them? Yeah, my HOA's self-proclaimed queen. Karen decided my lake cabin was her new weekend getaway, but she didn't expect nature itself to turn against her. I bought that quiet lake cabin to escape the chaos of HOA meetings, gossip, and constant micromanaging. It was my sanctuary. No rules, no noise, just the sound of water and peace. One Friday, I got a call from my neighbor saying Karen and a few of her friends had shown up at my cabin with coolers, loud music, and a boatload of entitlement. Apparently, she'd told everyone I had offered the place for the weekend. I was furious. I jumped in my truck and drove straight there. But by the time I arrived, a storm had rolled in. The dirt road leading to the cabin was half flooded. When I pulled up, there she was, Karen, standing on my porch, waving like she owned the place. "Oh, you weren't using it anyway," she said with that smug, dismissive tone that made my blood boil. I didn't yell. I didn't argue. I just left. Because I knew what she didn't. The storm had cut off the only road back to town. No cell service, no boats on the lake. Nothing but rain and mud for miles. By morning, the road was washed out completely and they were stuck. No way out, no signal, and their precious wine coolers running low. 2 days later, I came back once the weather cleared. What I found was pure karma. Karen's perfectly styled hair was matted, her makeup streaked like a raccoon, and her once sweet voice was hoarse from yelling for help. When she saw me, she practically begged me to call for help. I smiled and said, "Private property's tricky, huh?" Then I called the sheriff, who showed up and handed her a trespassing citation right there on my porch. As she stood there shivering and humiliated, I realized something. Sometimes you don't need to lift a finger for revenge. Karma just waits for the right storm.